If I wanted to create a new calendar, that's very easy to do. Let's say, for example, I'm in charge of a club or the president of a club, and we'll just say maybe I've been put in charge of putting together a calendar for all of the play practices that are going to be coming up. So under my calendars over here on the left hand side, this little drop down arrow allows me or gives me more options, and I want to create a new calendar. Here I have to select some information. Calendar name, play practices. If I want to, I can give this a simple description to let other people know what the calendar is about. I can select location if I want to, not necessarily need to. Calendar time zone. By default, I believe you should be based on your location, so the central time zone should be there by default, but if it's not, you certainly can, so that way everybody is on the same clock. Now these checkboxes down here are sort of important because if you select make this calendar public, that means anyone on the internet can search for your calendar, because this is Google after all, and everything in Google is searchable. So leaving that unchecked is going to help keep your calendar more secure as far as letting only certain people be able to access the calendar. Now down here, you can actually specify and put in email addresses of people that you want to share this calendar with. So if I wanted to share this with everybody in the play and let them know what practices are going to be coming up, I would be able to put all of their emails in there and it would share with them. Over here, it depends on what permissions I want to give them. See all event details means that they are only able to view the time and all the details of that particular event. I could also give them the privileges to make changes to any of the events. If they wanted to, if I wanted to, I could also give them permission to make changes and also be able to manage the sharing capabilities. So if they wanted to share this calendar with someone else and then share that with someone else and so on and so forth, you can allow them to do that. And this one is very, very strict, where they're only allowed to see when you're busy and when you're not. But if we're talking about play practices, I would probably want to let everybody see all of the event details. Maybe be able to make changes to events, but again, that depends on, do you want one person to be able to make the changes, or do you want everybody in the group to be able to make changes? So you have to decide on that. And then you can actually add each person as you go. Once you're finished, all you have to do is click Create Calendar, and as you see over here, it is currently loading my calendar, and then down below, it has added my calendar to my view.